Hello, boys and girls. Here we are, ready to do the second part of our Amate bark art. And here's the picture we did in the video, the first video that I recorded. And we're ready to color with the chalk pastels. These are my chalk pastels, and as you can see, many of them are broken, which is fine. You can work even with the smallest ones. And you're going to need also some wipes because it is very messy. We need to clean our fingers constantly. And I'm gonna have at your tables one of these buckets so you can, this gets very dusty, so you can shake the paper once in a while in here to shake the dust off so we don't make a big mess on our tables. Okay, so first thing I'm going to say about the chalk pastels, I already said they're very messy, they're very dusty. So it's good to always start from the top. So because if you start at the bottom here and then you put your hand here, all this is going to get all dirty, and also you're going to smear whatever color you put down here. It's going to smear somewhere else where you don't want it to. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to start with green. I'm going to do this very light green, and what I'm going to try to do is not cover the black. You have to try not to cover the black. And if so I already put this color. I'm going to go ahead and do all of it. You see how dusty it gets? Don't blow on it, because then the whole table is going to get full of this color. Once you have it here, I don't know if you noticed, there's some parts that have some, you can see some of the brown go through. You can take with your finger and smooth it out, trying not to cover the black. Once that's done, shaking the dust off. You see my hands are dirty because I'm going to go and switch colors. I mean, though I can go over here now and do that, but I'm going to switch colors so I can explain to you what you're going to do next. I'm going to take a darker color. This is a dark green, and I'm going to outline it next to the black. So I did this, and the contrast is so much that I want to kind of soften it a little bit, kind of to blend it. I'm going to take this, whoops, I have to clean my fingers so I don't get this so dirty. I'm going to kind of soften it a little bit. I'm going to blend it a little bit. There, that way it's not so dark. I don't know if you can see that this is quite a little bit dusty. If you see the dust here. I kind of covered this line a little bit, so I'm trying to clean it up a little bit with my finger. And then I clean my fingers. This one here is such a small space, and I want just to lighten it up in the middle a little bit with some pink. So this here, it's, as you can see, these are the parts that are very narrow. And it's kind of hard. You have to look for a corner that's sharp. It's hard because these pastels are not thin. So you kind of have to work it in there slowly. And this part here, you're not going to outline it with a darker edge like I did the other parts because it's so thin. You really don't need to do that. Maybe, like I can go ahead and put a little bit of yellow in this area over here, like in the middle, just to give it some value. Just so it's not one just same solid color. But that's about it, all you can do. And it looks good. I don't even need to scrub it with my fingers because if I do, it's just gonna spread all over the place. So all I'm gonna do is kind of shake all the dust off. Yeah, it looks fine. So sometimes you can grab a paper towel and you see how this white got the yellow. That happens a lot with the light colors. You get other colors on it very easily. You can always clean it up with a piece of a paper towel. Try not to do this with the dust. Trying to clean it. Don't ever do that like what we do with our when we're erasing, because that's going to just smear the color through your paper, and you want to try to make it look nice and neat. It's gonna be almost impossible not to have like you see right here, I already have some over there. It's almost impossible, but you have to try to keep it as neat as you can. See, as I am turning this is because I'm trying to make sure I don't touch what I already done, not to rest my hand on the pastels, because we go like this and I touch it, see that? It gets on my hands. And then if I put this here, it's gonna get this dirty, and I don't want that. Just clean it up. These designs are bigger than that. This I did not rub much because they were so small, but this one I can rub and get it more even. Before I grab the paper, I'm going to clean my fingers so I don't get my edges full of pastel. So for this branch, it's just because it's kind of thin, it's just easier to put the dark color first. And then I'm going to, because it's so dark, I'm going to put this. Let me see how this looks. See, when I put it on, it's not as light as this. It just makes it a little bit lighter. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in the middle. I am trying not to color the edges. And it actually makes it a little bit 3D, if I may say so myself. Actually, that came out so cool. See, and this is all dirty, so I take I'm gonna clean it up and put it where it belongs. Clean my fingers. Look at all this dust here. I'm gonna shake it off in the bin. So I colored everything in here. You could leave it like this, actually. I could leave it like this, or I can color all of this. It's up to you. It looks great. I mean, I still have to also color these things. So you can color the background like I did, like this one, that I colored the whole thing, the whole background. It looks really cool. Or you can leave it like this. So I'm going to go ahead and color the background as much as I like it, like what it is right now. But I'm going to go ahead and color the background for, as an example for you guys. See, I was scrubbing and look at all that dust. So you try not to touch it. Don't go like this. You just pick it up, shake it in the bin. Hopefully it'll be gone. Yep, it's gone. It says little traces, but it's better to just not touch it. And then I'm almost done. I just want to make my little dark line all around with a little bit of a darker blue. If it's too difficult and you just want to do the darker edges only on the edges, that's fine. I'm going to go ahead and do that all over. So depending on how fast you work, you might not have time to do this part, and that's fine. So you only make all these little details of the darker edge, as long as you're not falling behind. All right, so I finished that part. That was, yeah, that takes a while. So all I have to do right now is just color my few things that I want to do here, and I will be done. So let me start with this. So I'm not gonna go like this up here, because then I'm gonna put my hand over here. I'm gonna start here where I can put my hand on the table. It's only a little bit of color. Because these are tiny. Turn it around so my hand is not resting on the artwork. Okay, so my Amate bark art is complete. Yay. So I hope you enjoyed this, because it certainly came out very pretty. So I know that you guys are going to do a great job, and I hope you have a great time doing it. Thanks for watching. Bye.